I have no idea. Maybe it's gonna work because it's actually going. Please work, please work. Oh, did it work? Is it on this one? Is it on this account? Are we actually live? Oh boy. Okay, well, good news. I think I got it working. Bad news is there's now a new link to the stream, which is fine. I will just have to send that around town, but cool. Hello everybody. I still don't see a stream on my end. It could be a different one. It's this one. It's unlisted though.
Unlisted? What the f—
I don't know why it says unlisted, but it says I'm streaming, so public. I know. Right. Okay, I guess I'm live, guys. Hello. There's been some weird issues with trying to stream. The original instance of the stream was not working for whatever reason. I even tried to get it all set up early, but that's what you get for trying to do anything early. Bad times. This is a new instance of the stream. I think it has created multiple instances of the stream while I was trying to figure this out, so it's gonna take me a second to kind of make it more simple so people know what's going on. But hello, if you can see me, if you can hear me, please leave a diddly-do in the chat. I'll give you a shout out. Alright. Oh, I already had to delete. Yeah, I don't understand why this happened at all. I think it's probably because I tried to stream like a minute before it was starting. I'm pretty sure if you try to do it like a minute early, it just is fucking stupid. Alright, I'm going to be removing all of these bad, wrong streams that suck and do not take you to the actual content. Sigh. Well, thank you to the people who left likes on the other videos. It's very nice. Unfortunately, I'm deleting your likes forever. Alright. And then delete this one forever. And I think we should be good. Okay, so this is the only instance now on my channel of a stream. I'm going to have to share the stream link, but then we should be good to go. Hope you guys like my pantsuit hat that I'm wearing because I'm not wearing makeup. Didn't have time to put makeup on. Alright. Classic Digi, says Stumble Real. Yes, absolutely. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's because I tried to do it early. I'm sure that's why. Let me just delete this old video. Oh god, why did this open? And then I'm just gonna tweet the link and we should be good to go. Hopefully. Amazing. I opened Twitter and there's just an edgy null tweet. That's what we love here. Excellent. Okay, it's been tweeted. It's been put in the Discord. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Let me get the pop-up chat going. And I can talk to you guys. All right. Jupiter Bebop says, it's okay. I'll just like this one too. Thank you. E.A. Hendershot says, yes, finally made it to one of these. I am glad. I am going to be trying to do, I'm going to try to do multiple takes of these. Before I literally could only get to doing one stream a week because I was trying to edit them. But I'm not going to bother editing them anymore. I'm just going to release them as like uncut Nuzlocke sessions. So look forward to that. I will probably stream again on Monday too. Saturday streams will hopefully be earlier. Drop your pants and put those undies on your head, cause it's cheek clapping time. Sup Digibro. Is that a fucking pantsuit hat? Yes, it is. Anybody else watching Jack Saint's new video? Jack Saint is pretty cool. I fucking like his channel a lot. And yes, these are the pantsuit hats. I made this by like just taping and spray painting the hat. I'm gonna try to do like a hydro dipping effect so the blue is more vivid. But yeah, these are some prototype merch that I might be selling when I relaunch the live stream show. Simon says, hey, what the heck is up with this Digi Collective meme going on? It's not a meme, and we'll talk about that in a bit. I want to get into playing some of the game before we start talking about that. Oh boy. Hopefully my controller is all good. Hell yeah. HGV guy says, the Devu Collective ran out its warranty. Pretty much. That's probably the best explanation you're gonna get. Here's our log from the last stream on Monday. Started from Ouroboros City. Heal Bell was obtained. Repel was obtained. Super Potion was obtained. Antidote was obtained. Caught a male Baneri. Battled Karina at Route 205. No casualties yet. Just come on, just let me play the game. There we go. So obnoxious. I guess you just hit B. Okay, let's take a look at the team that I have currently before we get started. Mainly for me. So we have Richie Edwards, the Zubat, Illusion, the Badoo, who I'm gonna try to evolve this episode. Kimba, Burb Saint, who is OG and OP, and Digine, and then Trump 2020. So we are currently in the Eterna Forest. We have Cheryl with us who can heal our Pokemon after every single battle. Our catch for this route was a Baneri, which will be cool and useful, hopefully. Oh, already we are getting battles. Oh, I see a Ghastly. I mean, I know it's not a meme, but what? Let me fix your layout, please. I'm gonna read. There's no way I can fix it because I did not make this. So you were telling me that I could just like, I mean, I guess it's just a single color, but I really don't care. I haven't had time to, honestly. I don't even have Photoshop on my new computer yet. If you want to fix it, just ask Foxy Kedu for the template. I was trying to make it so I could like make it the right size and crop it, but it just looks really stupid. So this is the best thing I could, you know, the best I could do for now. Male Baneri Pog. Pretty much. I saw your Tokyo Sinks video. My buddy is the biggest Yuasa fan, and he said the show was fucking garbage. How did you get through it all? I liked it. I don't know how you could like honestly say it's garbage. Like, Sure, there's like cheesy and corny and ridiculous bits to it, but it was overall thoroughly entertaining, and that's what I come to anime for. And it was definitely an emotional roller coaster, but I thought it was a really cool experience and a lot of really awesome sakuga in certain episodes. It was just a fucking fun time. I gave it an 8 on Mal. I would rewatch it. I had fun just looking at the footage to edit it. I don't know, people who don't like it, they just fucking take shit too seriously. Maybe they had like weird expectations going into it that it would be something it wasn't. Like, Yuasa apparently didn't even have that much of a hand in it, even though he's like credited as director. I don't know. I fucking liked it, dude. It had everything I come to Yuasa for. Fucked up weird deaths, trippy shit, cool art, fun characters. It was just a fun fucking time. I just want to say Rivalry is one of the worst abilities in the game. Absolutely. I hate it. It sucks. It sucks and I hate it. My Shanks, it's evolved now, whatever the second evolution is, has Rivalry as an ability, and it's just like, why? Why did you do this to me? And of course it's a female, so it might be less useful now. Well, why didn't you say so? I mean, I thought I would be able to get to it, honestly. It just is gonna be a pain in the ass to fix. I'm sure it's actually possible now that I think about what I'd have to do it, but like, I'll have to just like recreate the background, which I could do. I just don't think it's really worth the time. You're the only person who's complained. The background is based anyways, so it doesn't matter. I was going to put like on the sides, once we finally have casualties, on one side I was gonna put like the amount of casualties we've had and how many Pokemon captures we've gotten so far. But since there's been no casualties, I don't really see a need to indicate that. I haven't seen it, it's just what my buddy told me. Yeah, Vic and Hope had come over and they were just like shitting on it and saying that like it was a must watch because it's so bad. So immediately we like decided to watch a couple of other episodes right after they left, and I was fucking hooked into it. It also helps that the character Kite is literally like my ideal self, honestly. He's like a paramotoring travel survival YouTube badass who also happens to big spoiler, although it doesn't really have anything to do with the narrative itself, but is a trans man, which is really interesting. But when you rethink the events in the story, it's like, holy fuck, it is. It fucking is. And like, I don't know why I had no idea that wasn't true. The funny thing about the script that Digi handed me to edit is that we had only seen 3 episodes when we wrote the script, and it was just kind of like a commentary on the OST. So I tried to only use footage from the first 3 episodes and not really kind of like spoil any of the really amazing and memorable and meme moments from the show. But I definitely recommend it. No matter how you feel about it at the end, I think you will be happy that you watched it, because it is thoroughly entertaining. Wait, are you transitioning too? If so, I retract the first part of my question. I don't see your question here. Did it get filtered? I'm not transitioning genders, but I'm non-binary, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. I understand and relate to people who are transitioning. I just like don't really feel a need to go out of my way to change how I am presenting myself, or to, I just like don't think it will help me feel more myself to transition, even though like I feel like part of me is a man. I don't know. It's definitely like a weird thing to kind of explain. After kind of thinking about my relation to like my assigned gender, it helps me a lot to kind of just identify myself as somebody who is non-binary, and I don't know. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Digine said that the two of you script tweets and then decide whose Twitter it should go on. Is this essentially a similar principle to the bro-nay combination? So that's more true for like my tweets. If I tweet something, I usually will ask Digine. I'll usually ask her for a second opinion. I'm not really that confident in the things that I tweet, and I've gotten in trouble for some of the things I've tweeted before, so I like to just run things by her. Sometimes she'll ask me about a tweet before it's posted in kind of like the drafting phase, but like she usually just tweets by herself. It is true though that the way the scripts are kind of written is more reflective of what your idea was, kind of like it is just kind of taking that to the next extreme, I think. Digi Bro Nay X Vedic Cyber God collab 1. I hope that actually happens. There's a possibility I might make some kind of lecture about Kaliak Chord. That might be as far as the collabs go. Like, why put an attack lowering ability on a mon that primarily uses it? Rivalry sucks. It sucks. It's sadness. I'm pretty sure that Ashley's Shinx does not have Rivalry, but the other ability that it would have. So I'm at a disadvantage there. Butthole Weeb says, you, Hope, and Vic must have really different tastes. Oh, I think we probably have literal opposite tastes, honestly. It's kind of funny. It is kind of funny. I think they really liked BNA, and I kind of felt like lukewarm about it, and then they really hated, well, I don't know if hate is the right word, but definitely our takes on Japan Sinks are differently. I don't think it's true for every anime, I just think that we come to anime for different reasons, and I have weird fucking taste. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that my taste is reflective of most people, and that's kind of one of many reasons why I'm kind of stepping away from making my own anime content or focusing primarily on that, is because I don't really think that most people get a lot out of my anime takes, or that necessarily I get a lot out of it by trying to make content out of my particular takes on anime. Like, sure, there are certain topics I think I am knowledgeable on and would like to put my input into, specifically things like anime has a weight problem, where it's like just a general trend that I've noticed, but on my specific taste, I really don't think that there is this crowd that my videos would appeal to, you know? I don't think that the kind of videos I would make would be popular, and I'm not really interested in doing things just for the sake of them being popular. I would rather just edit videos. Oh boy. Daniel and his giant fake eyes is something I'll never forget. Daniel is fucking haunted. I'm so, like, I have no idea how I feel about that character. I felt like mad rapey vibes from him the whole time. And the whole, like, cult arc, I thought that he was gonna try to rape the mom or something, and that never ended up happening. I don't know. I guess it's to kind of, like, have like a Western character in there, but I really don't know what was up with him. It was fucking horrifying. Oh boy, maybe it got filtered because I said motherfucker. Probably. Yeah, I have live chat on and I did not see it. Alright, we're gonna switch out. Those fuckers didn't watch Ghost Sick with us. So that right there is proof of shit taste. Am I right? I have no idea how Vic and Hope would feel about Ghost Sick. I'm sure they would feel relatively positive about it, honestly. I don't see a reason to not think that they would. I gotta ask them. I have no idea what their Patreon, what their rewards are, because I know they have one, and they have exclusive podcasts, but I don't know if they'll, like, talk about specific shows if you pay them enough money, but if there is something like that, maybe I'll ask them. Having Cheryl around to heal your Pokemon after every fight is a blessing. So I'm gonna, after this fight, pull up a guide just to see what the levels are for the next gym. I don't think we'll get there this episode, but I would like to know what I am aiming for. I have pretty much decided that Cerebi is way better for Bulbapedia than Bulbapedia for this type of thing. It's just kind of a clusterfuck. So we're in the Eterna Forest. Oh, there's also a Pokemon encounter that I can get. I put honey on the tree on that weird route, and I might be able to get something. Okay, we're going to Eterna City, I think. Alright, the gym leader, Gardenia, has a level 22 Roserade. She has 3 Pokemon, 2 potions she uses, 2 super potions, and Roserade has a berry. So I can get up to level 22. Coolio. I don't know if I can leave the forest while I'm with Cheryl, but I'm gonna try. Maybe she'll let me leave. Maybe she won't. Okay. Yeah, she'll just let me leave. Cool. Let's go get that encounter before I get too far away. Hopefully it's a Wurmple. That'd be dope. Oh, there's 2 Oran berries now. I actually have something, a harvest. That's cool. I don't really understand how berries work, nor do I particularly care about having them for this run, but they could be useful. 2 Pecha berries, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's plant a Pecha berry. Alright, I'm gonna stick around this stream. Time for some 1 p.m. drinking. That's not a bad idea. So I'm gonna be hanging out with Nate and Michelle later, and also Ethan Ralph and his girlfriend again. So that'll be fun. It's kind of weird because I've been hanging out with them like every weekend. They're cool. The Ralph retort drama is something that I definitely want to talk about, but also I'm kind of like terrified to talk about because holy fuck, certain people would be very interested in this information. We got 2 Pecha berries now. Sick titties. Make sure to pay attention to that honey tree and hope you don't get a male Combee. You can't. Can't evolve it, I know. A male Combee would suck. I would still be able to catch an additional Combee if it's female. Like, it would just be kind of a bummer. Alright. There's a sweet scent in the air. What the fuck? fuck? I already slathered this shit with bark. Honey, oh my god. No. Do you have to, like, get it within a certain time before there to be a Pokemon there? Oh no. Okay, well, I guess I messed up. I wasted some good honey on that tree. Hanging out, wish Twitter. Twitter's Michelle Tobin, LOL, cringe, bro. Yep, nothing is more cringe than hanging out with a Asian and Latina model who's a dank memer. Nothing could ever be more cringe than that. I thoroughly stand behind that. Butthole says, I can't stand Ralph's fucking voice. That dude sounds like a putz. I mean, that's kind of the charm, at least in my opinion. I understand, though. I understand the feels. What the fuck? My tree. My tree. Certain people would be interested. Like people with as many breasts as they have alts. I don't even know. So, Ralph has kind of entangled himself in some, like, bizarre Kiwi Farms drama. Because his girlfriend is 18 years old. And people are not okay with that. And I understand why somebody would be like, oh, I'm not okay with that. But it's been taken to such a fucking extreme with, like, her whole family being doxxed and people, like, literally making analyses of, like, all of the food that they eat and everything they do. And it's just really kind of a lot and disturbing to see people's obsession with them, I guess. But oh boy, there are people who would be like, oh, he's hanging out with Digibro and Pantsu Party. But now it's Digibro and Diginae. There was a video that Ralph had put on Storyfire because we had hung out last weekend in DC. And it's not a secret or anything. We're just kind of on the down low about it because, I don't know, not everything needs to be on Twitter. And also, like, I'm kind of careful about talking about where I'm going just because I don't really want people fucking with me in person. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm like here right now, like, come fucking attack me, brah. Especially now that people have made, like, a way more violent threats, I guess, against Diginae because she has come out as trans. Oh boy. Michelle is so cringe, she is base. He is a putz. A putz. Not a putz, but he's a putz. It's true though. It is true. I will not disagree with that. How old is Ralph? Ralph is 34, I think. I don't know. He's in his 30s. Well, I'll ask differently. You smiling Daria's Muthakumar you. How has your morning been? You smiling Daria Muthakumar you. I understand now. I had to reread that. My morning has been pretty good. I woke up at like 11. I recorded a vlog for the Pantsu fam. Everybody who's in the Shima Pan and Plain Pantsu tier. I do like a daily vlog kind of series there. I recorded a vlog. It's uploaded. I'll release it after I finish this. I would have released it earlier, but I had to put the denoise sound effect on because the air conditioner is so fucking loud. So it took like 40 minutes for it to render, but it'll be up soon. In that video, I talk more behind the scenes about what's going on with me and Diginae and the channel, and also kind of some of my critiques of Digi, honestly. And that is stuff, you know. If you want the real deets, you gotta support me, or else I'll just fuck off from the internet completely. Try me. Oh boy. Omega lol. How old is Ralph? I already answered. All Kiwi Farms drama is bizarre. You shouldn't be fucking an 18-year-old, and no one should give a shit about Kiwi Farms. No one should give a shit about Kiwi Farms. I agree. Until they literally start fucking with you. Like... And they will. It's kind of like, are you going to ignore it when they're, you know, contacting your girlfriend's parents, telling them all of these weird allegations they have fabricated in their mind? It's fucking bizarre. It's bizarre. I don't know. I have met his girlfriend. She seems like a very reasonable person. I'm not gonna cast any judgments on them. Like, why the fuck do I care, honestly? Is it... No! 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 No, Lucia. I played early this morning just for the chance that I could evolve you, and then you die. Oh, no. No. Oh. It's okay. It's okay, May. It's all good. It's all good. Those were not wild Pokemon. It was a Pokemon battle, and I fucked up. Oh boy. I met her. She seems like a reasonable person. I'm not gonna cast judgment on them. I don't give a fuck. She's legal. She's an adult. When I was 18, I was having sex. Like, you're not a fucking child anymore. I went to college, you know. I knew a bunch of people in college who were fucking like 30-year-old men. You're an adult. Like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I don't see a serious problem with it unless somebody's being hurt, and like, I really don't. Like, you're not gonna tell me that that's pedophilia. I really, because it's not. It's fucking not. It's fucking insanity. Is it preying on somebody who's weak? I don't fucking know. Isn't that what all relationships are? Isn't there always some kind of leverage being in a relationship? If you're famous to any extent, isn't there some kind of leverage being placed? Like, oh, this person is so cool, like, why are they talking to me? Like, I don't know. It's just the position of people who have, like, any kind of notoriety or attention on them. Holy fucking shit. I missed a bunch of fucking super chats. I'm so fucking mad. Oh my, I'm gonna go fucking commit seppuku. JK, suicide's bad, guys. Alright. Boo-hoo, a fucking 18-year-old is dating someone older than her. Not like this country has it legal to do since forever. Yeah, I think it's fucking really weird. I don't know. There's definitely reasons people are pissed off at Ralph and are coming at him. And, you know, maybe he deserves some of this. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna make any judgments. Like, I don't really care. I'm so fucking sad. Oh my god, Storyfire Pog. Storyfire has been around for a while. It's just kind of like an alternative to YouTube, but you have to be invited to post there. Keemstar is now like kind of championing it. People who have been deplatformed for YouTube can go there. It's just a place to put content. I asked Keemstar if he can let me in on it. I might have to ask again. Get a picture with some famous people. Maybe now that my name is Digibro, Keemstar will let me have a Storyfire. I think that's actually a good. I think that's what this is all about. At the end of the day, it's just so I can get on Storyfire to continue to post my videos that nobody gives a fuck about and I'm not even making anymore. Oh boy. To be honest, it sounds like some weird A-log wanting to have that relationship happen for then jealousy. I mean, anybody who's posting on Kiwi Farms just wants your attention, is desperate to be a part of your narrative. It's some weird fucking... If you think parasocial relationships are bad, like, there's always, you know, a counterbalance to it, I guess. Like a nega energy to parasocial relationships. And this is like the parasocial relationships that, you know, it's just the fucking Kiwis, dude. It's just the fucking Kiwis. Just eat some fucking cake and laugh it off. Yeah, I've stopped reading my Kiwi Farms page. It's really funny because I changed my name, and I'm sure there's like a lot of weird speculation on fucking KF about it, and I just don't care because whatever their reasonings for it are, it's wrong. They'd have no fucking idea. I kind of feel like you guys need to do an anime podcast with Ralph. It would be entertaining. That's definitely possible, honestly, since we have been hanging out literally every weekend, and I think as long as he's dating Faith, that'll probably continue. Alright, let's do this sad shit. We gotta play the song. We gotta play the fucking sadness song from Ginga Boshigin. It's really important. It's really important for me. Okay. Sorrow. Here we go. Can you guys hear this? Okay, I might have to just turn the game audio down. I don't fucking know. Here. We'll just play the first like minute of it. Bye. Oh boy. It's so sad. Watch Ginga Boshigin, guys. That's all I have to say. Y'all gotta be strapped. Get some kick-ass revolvers to protect yourselves. Already fucking like 9 steps ahead of you, dog. Fuck weirdos who think threatening people online is in any way warranted ever. They're not, I mean, whatever. I don't even think it's worth like damning them in your mind, honestly. I'm honestly very confused about the rebranding, but I enjoy the roller coaster. Hey, it's all just fucking fun and games. Long story short, I am not interested in doing Pantsy Party content anymore. I was just probably going to fuck off entirely, and then I joked with Digi, oh, I should just be Digibro. And then we're here. I'm not like giving up entirely on making my own content, it's just not my priority anymore. I'm not really trying to be a YouTuber, I guess. I'm way more interested in doing collaborative projects. Not really interested in being like the next Aki Dearest anymore. Not that that's necessarily what I was aiming for, it's just I've lost any interest in wanting to be like an internet personality, I think. No Simon, they need butt darts. We do need some butt darts. Yeah, my point is fuck Kiwi Farms. The people on there are vile and I wish they would choke. The people on Kiwi Farms are honestly, I'm pretty sure at this point, like my biggest fans. Alright. Now the song has changed. Dude. Ginga Boshigin is fucking goat. Okay. Well, with that sad, sad loss of life, let's bring a new Mon onto our team. I guess we'll just bring this Baneri with us. We'll bring Angel Dust. Beautiful. Angel Dust named after the Has-Been Hotel, drug addict, genderqueer character. Good shit. Has-Been Hotel has been... It's been redeemed in my mind, honestly. I really liked the music video that came out. I thought it was really fucking good. Also, fucking Chi-Chi is amazing, so... I saw that she was in there and I'm like, amazing. This is the best shit in the whole world. She's an incredibly talented performer. Let's see. Hashtag should have switched. Yeah, that's pretty much the moral of the fucking, that's my life. Should have switched. Time to piss my pants because we lost a good plant type. Oh, I know. I pissed my pants like twice in the past 2 minutes. It was all an illusion. It never happened. Too soon. It did happen. I saw it with my own eyes. One in the chat. Well, there's our first one. You've had sex? No, I'm a virgin forever. I'm a perfect 2D anime girl. Ooh, ooh. Illusion died at the exact same time that I started playing Failure by me and Jess. You fucking did this. You did this, Digi. You did this. Oh my fucking god. Now I get why Nate didn't respond to my "you Johnny Bravo motherfucker" on that one RadCon stream. I guess fuck gets censored out, unfortunately. I don't know why. I lost my virginity at 15. LOL. Slay while you're still in high school. The average age people lose their virginity is 17. So in order for that to be true, a lot of people are losing it before they're 17. Let me tell you. Not on stream even. I heard May scream the second I started the song. You did this. This is literally because you played that. I will not take ownership for my mistakes. This is all your fault. Just kidding. What did these assholes say? No, you fucking assholes. I don't need an antidote because I have my bitch who's gonna heal me. Oh boy. LOL. If your relationship all contain power dynamic, you gotta reassess that shit. I think there's just a power dynamic inherent in relationships, not that it's based on a power dynamic. It's more just like there's always gonna be something. You're never gonna be complete equals. And there's no way to really kind of get around that. It's kind of just like accepting and working with each other, but the sheer fact that you're never going to be equals in every single way means that there is a power dynamic. Somebody will have more of something, whether it be money, whether it be status, whether it be friends, whether it be just pure strength. There is a power dynamic, and that's kind of like, I don't know, I think it's just something you have to work with, and it's interesting in its own right. Okay, we have seismic toss. We already took on Onyx, so I'm gonna just replace Loki with seismic toss. I don't think we're gonna fight any big boys anytime soon. Too real, Digi. Rip Keemstar, the Pokimane simps are on his ass. The tier 3 simps. I think Ralph, as much of a meme he is, still should be held to a standard of not fucking barely legal girls. Like, why is that what he wants? Seems skeevy to me. Why, though? I don't think it's necessarily skeevy. I think he's being very upfront and honest about what he wants from the relationship. I do, like, think there could be problems with it, but there's always gonna be problems with relationships like that, you know? It is kind of like he just got out of a divorce. I don't know. I can understand why you would have problems with it, but like I've met both of them and I really don't feel like it's something that is skeevy. And what do you mean held to a standard of not fucking barely legal girls? Like, I don't know why that is so frowned upon and is seen as something that is like, oh, your standard should be like, I don't think that's his standard. I think that's just happens to be the age that this person is. Like, I don't think he was going out of his way to look for a younger partner. I just think that's like the kind of girls he's drawn to. And maybe you might think that's skeevy, but I don't think that he should be held to a standard of like, he is held to a standard of like, like acting in a way and conducting himself in a legal and healthy way. And from what I've seen, like, I really don't think that it's that weird. But that's just me, you know? You can say whatever you want. I didn't want to do that. What the fuck? I think I have a Pokemon with a dark type move. I think it's Richie Edwards. We're gonna go for it. If they fucking hit me with a psychic, I'll just cry and kill myself. Psychosexual. Yes. Psychosocial. Freudian slip there. My bad. That's pretty much the story of my life. I'm going to get pizza from Little Caesar. Should I get cheese or pep? Get pep. You gotta get that extra protein, my fam. And get Domino's instead. Pizza Hut is way better than Domino's. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Domino's is fine though. Domino's is not bad. It's definitely better than Little Caesars. I would agree with that. I wouldn't play sad songs for Fadoo. The entire line is fucking garbage. Reasonable point. Reasonable point. When is the next seasonal impressions? That will probably be Kanten, right? I think that's kind of like the idea of Kanten, is to talk about shows that are more relevant or more new. Nate has put out his epic Ghost in the Shell video, so what am I learning? Wing attack? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Got wing attack on me. Leech Life is fucking garbaggio. It does give you like a little bit of healage, but wing attack is great and it will be effective on the gym, so let's just go with wing attack. It's also like physical. I don't know if Leech Life is. Leech Life is just garbage. I don't have Domino's near me. That is sad. That's a sad state of affairs. Opinions on the anime called Decadence. I think you will probably get Digi's opinion, Diginae's opinion soon on that. I will not say any more. Vic really likes Decadence, or at least really wants to talk about Decadence. So, yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I don't really care about seasonal anime. What's this about? This is about Pokimane. It's all about Pokimane. Angel Dust was a good name for it, yep. Should probably update the roster list considering some of the lads are evolved or dead. Good idea. Good idea. I'll do that right now. Sadness. I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, let's put Baneri here. So freaking sad. There we go. I can't believe I just don't remember that this exists. Probably because it's on my other monitor and I'm not looking at it. I'm so fucking sad. Alright. Piplup is still Piplup, right? I think it's still Piplup. Burbsane has evolved. Kimba has evolved. I got an itch on my arm. Oh, it's an Luxio, and then it evolves into Luxray. Oh, look at how awesome that looks. He's so big, though. Such a big boy. It kind of bothers me that I think Baneri is over it. That's good. Okay. And we also have to remove Bidoof. And I think we have Zubat in its place. Hopefully Zubat has an avatar, because a lot of the Pokemon do not have an avatar. I might have to go out of my way to put a new one in. Okay. Yes. I did save a picture of Zubat, though, on my desktop. In preparation. Piplup will be evolving soon. Yay. I wish I could just like, oh, I can use the arrow keys. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. All better. Now it's an accurate representation of my team. Plant type. I mean, it is a plant. I just got my Rad Coniphora signed poster, but it's all bent and folded. Don't you mean to say it's all bent and folded? Eh? JK. I haven't opened mine yet. I will be prepared for it to be bent and folded though. Like my soul. Ralph seems fatty to me. I mean, yes. Girls Gone Wild existed. There's a subreddit called Barely Legal. It's just like, there's nothing legally objectionable about it. You could say that it's something that you're uncomfortable with, and like, I personally am not interested in dating younger people who were in high school recently, because I don't know. I mean, I think I would just get really really sick of their shit pretty fast. But whatever. One of my good friends is a swing dancer, and he was banging 35-year-old women at 19 on the road. Why are people always offended when it's an older guy but not an older woman? I agree. There is a complete double standard on this. It's a complete double standard. I think a lot of the concerns can be made from like her family, who have now been dragged into this. It's kind of like, I don't know. They have a right to be upset and confused, but is it really other people's business? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Everything's other people's business. I can't even imagine living a life where everything you do isn't other people's business. I'm just mind broken at this point. I think I'm going to die from appendicitis. Damn. I hope you don't die, but if you do die, please give me all of your money. Just kidding. I hope you're okay. That shit is really scary. Butthole says, my tiny ass town is one pizza place. It's that rectangular cut garbage. Rip. Oh. That's a Sicilian style pizza, I believe. Some rectangular pizzas can be okay, but most of them are not. Not unless it's made by a real Italiano. Leafy exposed Pokimane in his content nuke video, which I just saw yesterday. I have some thoughts on that, I guess, I can talk about. And then Scott continues to say, and then Twitch streamers like XQC, Destiny, and Hasanabi got all defensive about it. It's just kind of like, I don't think it's unfair to make criticisms about people. Or to hold them accountable for just their attitude and things that they've done. Like, there's literally a clip in the Leafy video where Pokimane is speaking to somebody and criticizing them and going through and like content striking their videos because they apparently put no effort into their videos, which are like compilation videos. Meanwhile, Pokimane is like showing other people's content on her streams and adding basically no commentary on it. She's like eating and like watching videos, and I think that both are fair game to do. I don't have a problem with the use of either, but it's like, going down and taking somebody's videos when what you're doing is not that different, and criticizing them for the lack of effort they're putting in is kind of really sad. It's like, people only watch Pokimane because she's a cute girl. Like, that's the truth. I really, like, I don't hate titty streamers, and I think I may have been a little bit more aggressive to them when I was more frustrated with my gender, and I was trying to kind of present myself clearly as a woman. And now that I've kind of like taken a step back and I'm just thinking about gender in a different lens, it doesn't really upset me that people are just using their natural assets to better them. It's just not really something that I would want to do. Sure, like, I think I want to, like, be attractive. I'm not, like, trying not to be attractive, but I also am not trying to, like, make it the content, I guess. I don't usually use, like, good cameras or good lightings in my videos, and I'm not really interested in, like, spending money to do that. I want people to come for me, or at least because they're interested in what's going on with my partner. I don't know. It's because I'm only famous because I'm dating somebody who is famous, where it's like, there's never this idea that, like, I'm a titty streamer, I'm a single person. And Pokimane, like, doesn't like to talk about her personal life, which I understand and respect. But she also is trying to market herself to single, horny, lonely men. I don't know. I don't particularly think that she is an entertaining person, but I don't know. I don't have any problems with her. I just don't think she's really that funny, and I thought that that clip of her taking down somebody's content was, like, really cringe. And it's hard being, like, a biological female on the internet because people are very critical of your appearance, and I can understand why she would guard kind of her appearance in such a way where she wants to completely control the narrative around her, but it's just unrealistic. And I don't know. It's fucking Leafy. Like, if you're gonna act like this, you should just expect Leafy to make a video about you. If Leafy made, like, a fucking Digi bro legacy video, it would be hilarious. And I don't know. I wouldn't ask people to, like, take the video down or attack them. I've had, like, Turkey Tom has made videos, you know, going at Digi, and that was earlier into kind of my experience online, and I don't really, like, I mean, I don't really remember much of the Turkey Tom drama except for that they were, like, literally in the thumbnail kind of, like, hinting at Digi being a pedophile, which is not true. But I mean, there's no real way you can, like, disprove that, I guess. There's just no way you can prove it. But I remember stuff like that happening and being upset, and, like, I think it's fair to voice your frustrations and try to talk to that person, but, you know, don't fucking content strike shit. But yeah. I'm cool with Turkey Tom now. I don't know if he's cool with me, but he's friends with Glink, and I was supposed to go on Glink's show, and Glink's like, oh, Turkey Tom might come on too, and I'm like, what? Why? And that was just, you kind of, like, that was when I realized that this whole community is so interconnected. You really can't, like, hold grudges against people. I don't know. I don't really have a problem with anybody. I'm vocal about my problems with people. Like, I try not to, like, harbor on it and think about it and dwell on it. It's just kind of like, if I have a problem with something you've done or the way you've acted, I'll say it. And, like, Maybe I'm not always in the right, but you move on, you move forward. You keep going. Hi, I'm Japanese. Hello. You probably are better at Pokemon than me. Because the older woman is hot, and if she got pregnant, she could more likely parent it. I think you're making a lot of... Because, okay, this is an argument that people make, but I really don't think women become that much more mature as they age. And I think that... Sure, if it's an 18-year-old girl who's fresh out of high school and she gets knocked up and she becomes a single mom, that's kind of a really shitty situation. But like, the option exists for either of those people to get an abortion if they can't handle a kid. You're making a lot of assumptions about the older woman, like she may not be in a mental or financial position to really handle a kid in the way that they deserve to be handled. I don't know. I would agree that that's true, but like it's still a legal activity and I don't think it really matters that much. The law isn't the only thing that should dictate what you think is okay. I agree. I don't think there's a problem to not think it's okay, but I think it's okay. This is kind of where we are not understanding each other. I think that a young guy and older woman is equally skeevy. Okay, at least you're not a hypocrite. I guess at the end of the day, it's their BS, but still makes me cringe. Any relationship ever makes me cringe. I definitely have taken the McAfee pill. Fuck relationships. Fuck getting married. Fuck getting divorced. Fuck breathing. Fuck breeding. All of that shit's fucking cringe, dude. I don't know. You can say it all you want that it's like their bullshit, but it still makes you cringe. And it's like the fact that you feel like you have to vocalize it being cringe means that you don't think it's their bullshit in a sense. You're going out of your way to cast judgment on them, which I think is the reason why people think it's okay to come after Ralph in the first place. You're one of the few without that double standard. Yeah, I think it's just kind of the standard that society has kind of applied to the way that we view young women. Because I definitely think it's just as skeevy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say it's like it sometimes isn't. Sometimes it is kind of questionable, and like I have a raised eyebrow, but I'm not cringed. Not cringing. I'm not reeing at the internet. I'm just trying my best to make sure shit doesn't get too fucking weird. I'm over here trying to help these people. That's all. How we feel on things like this is based on how we grew up and what society around us makes us believe is moral. It's entirely subjective. Yep. And also, it's definitely a time kind of thing, too, because people used to get married well before they were 18, and they were considered adults. Like, what has changed about them physically that would make people less of adults now than they were, like, 50 years ago? I don't know. My grandparents, like, fucking had kids when they were 18. They're still together. My mom had me when she was 25. She met my dad when, you know, she was in high school. Granted, they were both in high school, so it's not really the same thing, but you're a fucking adult. You can make your own decisions. You don't need to have the whole internet fucking spurg out. It's really fucking retarded. Oh boy. I don't know who the fuck Pokimane is, but yeah, that's a double standard. Yeah, it's hypocritical. I mean, that's just the internet. You just realize that everybody has their own logic they want to apply to certain people, but not themselves. And I don't know. That's kind of why I am happier being non-binary, is like, I literally am autistic, so I don't understand hypocrites. I don't understand why your logic would apply in one situation but wouldn't for another set of people. I don't understand it. And like everybody else understands it and I just don't. So I'm just like, okay, I fucking don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Well, it doesn't mean you can't discuss it. Yeah, I agree. But discussing it publicly has now made it outside of not your own business. Like, I'm making it outside of my own business by talking about it. But would I say it's cringe? No, I'd say that it's great that they're happy. And it's not great that the fucking internet is literally trying to ruin this poor girl's life. Even if she is making a mistake. That is what you do when you're 18, is you fucking make mistakes. That is why people go to college, just so they can have a safe place to make stupid mistakes. And some people go there for an education, but there was not a lot of those people at my school. Let me tell you that. I went to a fucking party school, and the first day I was a freshman, there was like 4 or 5 kids who had alcohol poisoning and had to have their stomachs pumped on like the first day of school. Cause we went to school like the weekend before classes started to have kind of like an orientation and moving in and stuff, and all of the frat houses and stuff were open and having parties and trying to get people interested in their organizations. And so many kids like just never drank before, I guess, and just fucking overloaded on alcohol. It's crazy shit. But it's like, I don't know. They're just dumbass kids doing dumbass shit. I'm still 25 and I do dumbass shit every single fucking day. And I will never live it down. So I just gotta live it up. You know what I mean? I just googled Pokimane. She's not even hot. What the fuck? I mean, that's kind of the point of her, is she's like, she's cute. You know, she's not like other girls. She's not like a titty streamer. I understand the appeal of her, but I do think she's like really kind of high on her own ass fumes. But she's making money. She's making a living doing what she does. So obviously people are into it. It's just like, just because your niche is somewhat different than a titty streamer does not mean that it is that different fundamentally from a titty streamer. There is still this like parasocial appeal to the relationship you have with your fans, and it's just as bad, possibly even worse, because you're trying to go out of your way to make it seem like it's not that, which might confuse people. But they literally are simping you because they want you to be their like fake girlfriend. They want to give you money because they want to see your cute reactions to things. And she knows what she's doing. You can always cringe, but there's a line between that and combing over their lives all the way to the food they eat because you don't like how or what they fuck. What else are these people gonna do? I mean, all we can do is just laugh and collectively indulge in this clown world that we have put ourselves in, because we are the guinea pigs of this experiment that is internet fame, and the insanity that stems from it. It's really funny because I'm trying to go out of my way to fucking like cross the streams with every lolcow I possibly can. Just because I really want to make the point that like the idea that these people are special and not just like you is really funny. Anybody could do this. Sure, there was a time on YouTube when It was way easier to gain success. But every year there's new platforms. Every year there's new zeitgeists and new methods for doing things. And if you just stick to the old ways, like, it's not gonna work for you either, you know? It's kind of like there are so many different paths to success and fame on the internet, but at the end of the day, you are not the same thing as like a Hollywood manufactured celebrity. You do not have bodyguards, you do not have like the same kind of industry connections as other people. It's just like usually just a guy in their fucking basement with a computer. And we're not much different than the trolls who obsess over us. It's definitely true. And I feel like a weird kind of sense of camaraderie. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me, Jesus, I am a thought. That's a great song, by the way. I fucking love JPEG Mafia. She's cute, but the 30 seconds I've seen of her was boring. Again, I think that's kind of the appeal. It's just kind of like down to earth. Instead of giant titties. Yeah, I never knew who that was and I don't care. You can look as good as you want, but if you are boring, then you may as well be a picture or something. Yeah, and I think that we're gonna see a new wave of like VTubers and like avatar animated like personalities. I think that there are a lot of benefits that will make it even more clear to people that anybody could be this person. It kind of like, but also that you are so far removed from this person because they are no longer even a depiction of like a real human anymore. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how kind of the rise of English VTubers is going to impact the industry. It's like, I would be interested in having like a VTuber persona, possibly. I would be more interested in that than trying to make my own like Pantsy Party content anymore. But my face is already out there, so like I really am never going to gain the benefits of being like an anonymous creator. But I think it will be healthier for a lot of people. I don't think it'll ever replace just like genuine individuals out there, but I think that it will encourage more people to try to do something like this. I don't know. Fuck Glink. Jesus simp lunkin ass. Glink is cool. He likes like all of my tweets. So, I don't know. That in my definition, you just have to like my tweets. You just have to read my Twitter and I like you. Even if you fucking say terrible things about me online. At least you read my tweets. At least you care. Disgust response is not a good argument. I'm gonna go pee and get some water. I'll be right back. back, everybody. I hope you appreciated that I really went out of my way to not show my ass at all when I was getting up. I was like, I have to practice what I preach. I cannot be like Pokimane and show my ass at all when I get up. So Digi had just informed me that she was tweeting about my stream, which I'm thankful for. It's always great to have new people hop in here. Saying that things like, I am now the internet father figure for all who were disappointed that Digine decided to transition. And sure, that's fine. I'll be your dad, I guess. Okay. There's a Ducks Talks. I really want one. I really want a Ducks Talks. Let's see. Okay, HGB guy says, I mean, you can't make blatant statements apply to everything. It's the core of the philosophy, is being hypocritical, not necessarily the technicalities. It really depends. I think it really depends on why you're making certain expectations for other people. I think that if there's like a logical reason and some kind of system that you are basing your thoughts off of, it could appear to be hypocritical, but like I try not to really make my morals so like black and white, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. Definitely some food for thought, if you know what I mean. I can agree that people should fuck off and not bother them, unless there is an issue. I made mistakes when I was 18. I worry about her because she is so young. I'm only 20, so I'm putting myself in her place. I think that's fine, and just like, honestly, I feel pretty similarly, and I've been like reaching out to her and talking to her in case she needs somebody, because I feel like I'm in a unique position to understand some of what she's going through. Not all, but some of what she's dealing with, I think that I can help her with, and that if she, like, I'm not gonna say anything else. It's just kind of like, I'm keeping an eye out. I'm looking out after her. I understand how an 18-year-old girl thinks, because I was one. But I also respect her independence and her adult decision-making capabilities. And just want her to be happy and make good decisions and have fun. What a great pronunciation. Easy listening. Incredible. Are these a new trainer couple? Okay, I already battled them. I thought her name was Pokimane for years. Which state is funniest to make fun of? Which state? Probably Alabama. Alabama's pretty redneck. Never been, but I get the feeling even if you're from Alabama, you probably would feel that way too. Now people are invested in finding out who Pokimane's BF is. Yeah, that's kind of like, I think the most amazing thing out of all of this is that he has not been identified yet. And I would also, like, you know, it's not really that important, and obviously he wants to be anonymous for a reason. I think that dating an internet personality is probably like one of the most intimidating things, not only because of the fact that that person has like clout and you may not, but also the fact that like your reputation gets hung up in what's going on. You have more to lose because when you, like, if you decide to distance yourself from that person, there is a particular narrative that the fans will have, there's a particular narrative that the haters will have, And people are invested in the relationships of content creators because that is what mainstream media has been like feeding us for decades with tabloids. It's kind of just like, why would an internet star not be different than a Hollywood celebrity? And is there really that big of a difference? I don't know. I've never met a Hollywood celebrity. They're not people who are easy to approach or get in contact with. Internet celebrities are completely different. Like, you may have 50,000 like followers on Twitter and like hundreds of thousands of like subscribers, but you might be so easy to reach just like with a text message or with the fucking tweet, you know? Not that all celebrities like wouldn't respond to a tweet, but there is a little bit more of manufacturing in their presence. They might be working with a specific like public relations person or a publicist. There just is a big difference between the two, and they're still human until they drink children's blood and engage in child sacrifice, but they're still human to a point. So do they have like, should we respect their privacy too? I don't know. Kimba's level 21. Time to probably step back with Kimba and not use her so much. Need to pay attention to that. Maybe I'll put Kimba in the Pokemon box. Clown World. Butthole Weeb because the biggest internet lolcow after he ate shit out of their chair. Dunk on Rakita's stream. What a douche. That's legendary. I wouldn't even consider that lolcow behavior. Just epic. Just epic hype. Okay, we gotta switch Kimba out. Maybe with Digine. Maybe Digine needs some time to shine. Camaraderie. Thank you. I'll never forget how to pronounce it. I'll never forget. I'll come to you, HGB guy, anytime I need to know how to pronounce a word. I've been listening to the Lonely Island Boys song for a few days again, and they're really fucking good. I like Lonely Island. What is your favorite song? I love I'm on a Boat. I know it's like basic bitch tier, but just has a special place in my heart. You know, I already regret that comment. It's all good. Nothing but regrets from here. Well made, hilarious, early 2010s music. That was a product of a time we can't get back. Nope. And it was a time stolen from us by Corona-chan. The world will never be the same. Oh boy, guys, it's happening. Digine is evolving. Oh fuck. Metal Claw, hell yeah. Yes, please. So, our Pokemon has a nature which increases physical attack but decreases special attack. So, Metal Claw is gladly welcomed. I'm gonna get rid of Pound. I think Pound is not that good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! Incredible. Now I have to update the thing. Now I gotta update it. I won't forget. Alright. Digine has evolved. Congratulations. There we go. Prinplup. So cool. Such a cool girl. Guy? I think it's biologically a male, but it does not want to be reminded of the fact. So, Digine, welcome to the party. Hell yeah. And here is, I think, the chateau, right? That was a pretty hype evolution. We may have lost one friend, but at least we leveled up. Level up. I'm on a boat is really fucking good, but my favorite one is, I think, Mother Lover. That's the one with Lady Gaga, right? Oh boy. I miss when SNL made me laugh at all. And then Trump became president. And I never laughed again. I have not laughed since. How doesn't Nate sing more? I'm sure he sings a lot at home and in the shower, but Nate is a very, very talented singer. I will give you that. He definitely should try to, you know, use his talents more, but I understand wanting to just, you know, only sing when it's the best, only putting out the best possible content, because that's just how Nate is. I respect that. The Piplup line is a very Kogal group of Pokemon, yes, and that's why Dawn has Piplup. Oh, there's the exit. What is it? A Soothe Bell? Hell yeah. Well, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. SNL made you laugh in the early 2010s? Yes. Simply... Simply just, I'm on a boat, and the rest of the Lonely Island songs. Sometimes there was funny skits, but usually not. But, I don't know. I haven't watched SNL in a while. I don't even know if it's like currently running. I know sometimes they take hiatus, but I grew up watching SNL like all of the time. Okay, what am I doing? I used to be like, oh yeah, it's Saturday. I get to stay up late and watch SNL with my parents. Dick in a box. Yep, Dick in the Box is great. If he sung all the time, it'd get predictable and boring. Like, like Digi and Tom singing, that song, Ohio is for Lovers. What about Mad TV? I like Mad TV too. I was very into like those comedy skit shows. Okay, Eterna City. We have reached the city. Incredible. So this is where the gym is. There's probably some other stuff going on. Let's see. I can go back and try to see if I've attracted a Pokemon from the tree that I put honey on. There's the Galactic Building. There's some routes we have access to. Route 206 and 211. Let's look at 206. 206 has, I think, multiple areas, right? No. There's a cycling road too, but there's no Pokemon there. So we can try to go to 206. I don't know if we can go there without having to like beat the gym, but we'll check. I haven't played this game in forever. Let's deposit. Let's deposit Shanks for now. And let's bring on... Who should I bring? I guess I could just start training Buizel. I don't know if any of these guys know anything that would be good for the gym. Let's look. I just gotta use... I don't know why the move Pokemon isn't like the default one, just because it's so much more useful. Alright. We're definitely gonna use Richie Edwards in the gym, as it is immune to poison, and it has wing attack, which will be great. Let's see. We're also gonna use Burb Saint, and I don't know if I would use Diginay just because it's all grass. Let's see if we can catch another Pokemon. I don't know how long the stupid honey... Oh no! Why did I do that? Oh god. Hopefully that's the size it was before. I think you can catch an Eevee here or get an Eevee. I don't know. Route 205. There's some berry trees here. The only time SNL was ever funny was when they had Will Ferrell, Eddie Murphy, and other well-known comedians who were only up-and-coming stars at the time. I mean, they try to have that. It's just comedy isn't funny anymore. Like, the comedy industry is so like specific about what people need, like what is it's okay to make jokes about basically, and like what kind of political leaning is the most savvy. It's just like I don't really know if we're gonna get any great comedians out of SNL. There's been some that have, like, you know, gone on to do other things. But, I agree that SNL was at its best in the 80s and 90s. Those are pretty legendary. I've seen most of the old SNLs. Sometimes there's a good sketch every once in a while, though. I grew up on, like, early 2000s SNL, so I am kind of, like, I don't know. I guess I'm more willing to like it even if it's not that good. Comedy isn't funny anymore. God, I have never related to something this hard. There are still like plenty of good comedians. I just feel like what people expect out of comedy has become more about like being politically correct. I don't want to say like, oh, there's like, it's ruining comedy, like politics is ruining comedy, because I don't think that's true. There are plenty of comedians who are able to like make jokes about comedy, and like Dave Chappelle is fucking so funny. Like, I don't know if anybody has seen his latest comedy special, but I'm a huge fan of Dave Chappelle, even though I don't like necessarily agree with his political takes. I find lots of comedians funny, even if they have like more of a liberal slant or more of a conservative slant. The only conservative slant comedian I could think of is Larry the Cable Guy, and I don't think Larry the Cable Guy is funny, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm always rooting for comedy though, because like, I just really appreciate the art form. I'm somebody who, it's helpful for me to laugh when I deal with stressful and tragic things. I think that's something a lot of people who grew up in, you know, a post 9/11 society feel. That's why, like, kind of the attitude towards a lot of internet comedians is like this edgy sense of humor. It's because like all we see on the news when we were growing up is like school shooting and terrorism. So the comedy is going to reflect what is happening in the world. It's just always like interesting to see how comedy kind of like evolves and changes, and I don't know. I just love to laugh, guys. I am very excited to see like what Zoomers how comedy evolves with this new Zoomer generation. What they decide is acceptable or not acceptable to make jokes about. How they choose to digest their comedy, whether or not it's in the form of like Netflix specials or just like comedy podcasts. I don't know. It's in their hands now. Hell yeah, let's have battle, motherfuckers. I only laugh at fucked up internet bullshit that's either absurdist or irony. Poison to fuck and back. Yeah. I relate. That all the court of public opinion. You're doing your part to change it in your direction by being vocal on the internet. Yeah, I agree. If you're frustrated with the way things are, just like don't give up and keep trying to find people who agree with you and keep trying to speak out your mind. I agree. If comedy isn't funny, just make new comedy. Yeah, people get really sensitive nowadays, which is part of the reason why. I think that's in particular with like what you're going to be seeing on network and cable TV. That is, they're trying to market more to a specific group of people who will reliably come back and consume and watch than trying to make time-held funny pieces. Like, I feel like they've lost their roots in a sense with SNL. But it's not always that bad. I don't know. It's not even about politics for me. I just hate the way stand-up is delivered. Yeah. Hopefully, I agree. I mean, I think that politics are funny inherently, so I would agree with that. I don't know why stand-up has kind of changed. Maybe it's just like the way that it's expected to be and kind of just like, I have no idea. Literally the last comedy special I've seen was Dave Chappelle, and I don't feel that way about Dave Chappelle, so it's kind of just like, I mean, I just don't watch the stuff that I don't like. Nah, outside of clean TV, I don't think comedians give a whole shit about being PC. It's interesting you say that because there was just recently a guest on the Kill stream who was talking about how they were blacklisted from like comedy clubs because their jokes were like anti-feminist or like racist. And I've seen other people talk about being blacklisted from like local comedy clubs and not working with certain people. So I do think that plays a role in what people are willing to do when they're, maybe it doesn't happen to everybody, but when people are being kind of like blacklisted for talking about certain topics people don't like. Even Dick Masterson kind of talks about his experiences being blacklisted from comedy clubs because of the rape list that was posted on 8chan and other people just trying to fuck with him. Unfortunately, most comedy these days is too wanting to break the fourth wall or try hard. Yeah, that is also something that I've noticed. You can only break the fourth wall so many times before there is no fourth wall. Before you are literally just, it's not even ironic anymore. It's just like, we know what you're doing. This is not novel in any way. References to internet social media, which is the worst. Yeah, toxic. Maybe Trump will just go crazy one day and ban all of social media. He banned TikTok yesterday, which I knew was coming. It's interesting that, so people were saying things like, oh, the TikTok app will access your, I'm sorry, I really can't talk today. I've been trying to drink coffee to like get myself in a place where it's just easier for me to talk, but sometimes I just really struggle like talking. TikTok will access your data, access your passwords, access your photos. And that's not unique to TikTok. It's just that it's a Chinese app. And this opens the floodgates for tons of other Chinese apps like AliExpress, which is definitely accessing your data. I had the app on my phone for a bit just to kind of experiment and see what was on there, but there's tons of like Chinese owned apps and they're not doing anything that different from what the American apps are doing. Recently we had the congressional hearing with a lot of the big tech executives. Notably, the Twitter executive, Jack Dorsey, was not present, even though Twitter is kind of at the center of this whole controversy, I'd say. Just an interesting time, and I think that the internet is going to probably change very dramatically in the next couple of months to kind of reflect what's going on. I don't know if these big internet companies will be taken to task. I don't know if Section 230 is going to be repealed or what their decisions are, but it's very clear that like it's very clear that what these companies are trying to do and like how there needs to be some kind of more clear regulation, I think, on them. I don't know what the best way to go forward is with it, but we're seeing that it's like it's not okay for China to take our data, so why is it okay for US companies to do the same thing? I don't know. We shall see. I have my own like a particular point, like ideas and views, but I'm not going to say that like I know I'm right or like I have the right answers. It's just kind of like I'm more interested to see how things play out. The whole format is just aging quicker than anything else. Yeah, especially with how easy it is to kind of upload your own comedy to the internet. It's just, I don't think that the traditional way stand-up is performed is really trying to compete or change with that. And it might need to, you know, at this point. Comedians have always been pissing folks off. This is just business as usual. Indeed. That's kind of part of the comedy, is pissing people off. Like, I don't know. Has watching so many comedy specials ruined me? I don't know. Is that the reason why I'm so aggressive and so ironic? Maybe. Let's get rid of stand-up comedy and the internet. Maybe that'll fix everything. According to Joe and every comic he talks to, before the pandemic, the industry exploded with new talent. That's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, I've seen like certain comedians have been trying to continue on with the pandemic by trying to do like drive-in shows, which is really interesting. Just put it in my bedroom. But he was like, oh, I opened your package for you, here's your foundation. And it's like, I don't need that right now. For makeup, I usually in the summer just like wear a BB cream and that's it. Maybe mascara, but I really don't wear that much makeup in the summer because it's just really hot and uncomfortable. Michelle has gotten me into like a fragrance-free life, and since then my skin has been relatively clear, which is good. I like having no pimples. Switch out. I feel like blast listing is justified as long as you know the whole story. How could you guarantee that everybody knows the whole story? If you don't want someone saying a type of thing, it's your right to remove them from the community. Is it? Like, I don't think that's true. Why would you have more of a right to the community than that person? I don't think that's true at all, Simon. I agree that maybe in certain instances, certain people should not be in the community because they are just toxic. But like, if you have a problem with something somebody's saying, do you own the community? Why can't people have different opinions in the community, especially when it's to the point where you're not allowed at certain comedy clubs because somebody ratted on you? I don't think I agree with that at all. TikTok still works on my phone. I don't know if it is immediately effective. I just think that like whenever, because usually they'll give you like some time before something is in place, right? I haven't seen the actual thing though. I am also not downloading TikTok on my phone. I don't want China to send me packets of unsolicited seeds. Have you guys heard about that crazy shit about people receiving in the mail like packages of unnamed seeds from China? And the government is like saying that they're seeds of like invasive species and that you need to contact the agriculture agency or something to take care of them, because if you throw them away, they'll just grow in the landfill. It's some crazy fucking shit. I don't know if they're sending them to people who have like ordered things from certain stores, but you know, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for some weird shit to show up in my mailbox, and some seeds, that'd be pretty fucking cool. I can review them on YouTube as Digibro. That'll be cool. It'll be good content. Come on, China, hit me up. Have you seen any of Andrew Schultz? I don't know who Andrew Schultz is. Words are hard. Yeah, I know. Or Bill Burr's recent specials. Oh, Bill Burr is pretty funny. I haven't seen his recent special. Where can I find it? Like, Facebook does not spy on you, or Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Windows. TikTok is propriety. They all are. When users don't control the program controls the users. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely true. And if we're seeing TikTok being regulated, like, I don't think it's that unreasonable to expect other things to be regulated for doing the same thing. Like, oh, is this a battle? Okay, we're doing to the Pokemon statue. Oh my god. My heart was fucking out of my chest. I know I could look up a guide, but I don't want to. I'm trying to fucking play this game and talk at the same time. Just let me white out. Let me white out in peace. We gotta get on that decentralized internet real quick. Yeah, but there's no kicking people out of the community on the decentralized internet. I do agree, though, that that is probably going to be the way forward. Ways to support yourself monetarily online are probably going to become crypto-based. By the way, Joe, I meant Joe Rogan, who's also a comedian. Oh, fuck, it's my bitch. Cynthia's so hot. I'm not gonna lie. She's definitely like... I did not appreciate her until last night. I was looking up just like music to play in the background while I was editing. And I found this like orchestral piano arrangement of Cynthia's theme. And it was so good. And I just was looking at pictures of Cynthia having a good old fap. Not really. Maybe really. I won't tell you the truth. But she's good. She's good. She's cool. Not enough goth girls in Pokemon. I mean, now we have that one girl from Sword and Shield. I don't know what the fuck her name is. Everybody sims for her. She's too young though. She's too young for me. I'm into the MILFs, if you know what I mean. I'm into those 35-year-old women who date 19-year-old fucking cat boys. Alright, here's route 211. Got my handy dandy notebook that I write down all of my catches on. 211 is a new route. Let's see what we can get here. Alright. We can get, it's currently day. Meditite, Machoke. Wait. Is there like a second? There's two parts. So there's an east and a west. Okay, that's good to know. This is for the opposite side of this route. So we're gonna go to the west section. Okay, on the west side, we can get Meditite, which is a fighting psychic type, Bidoof, which we already have, Geodude, 10% chance of Ponyta, and a 10% chance of Chingling. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for it. There's a chance we can get a fucking Ponyta. I like that. 10% is good for me. There's a trainer up there. Who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get? Oh, it's a Meditite. Cool. Not the best, but cool nonetheless. Guys, remember, a $5 super chat, you get to nickname the boy, the Meditite himself. It is in fact a boy. We're gonna hit it with an Astonish. Oh, it used a detect. We need software freedom, I agree. Hit that with an Astonish. Yeah, super effective, but not that bad. Always using Bide. Okay, now we're gonna just start chucking Pokeballs. I'm so scared of Bide. Ooh. Nice. Nice. That was pretty lucky. So we got it in our first ball. Oh boy. Meditite's data was added. It always trains deep in the mountains. It levitates when it heightens its spiritual power through meditation. Levitate, levitate, levitate. Alright, we gotta give a nickname to Meditite, obviously. I'm going to see what kind of moves it learns and how useful this boy will be, possibly for the gym. Looks like it's just learning fighting and psychic right now. I think psychic may be useful against Rosalia, right? Because it's poison type. So it already will know confusion. I think it's currently at like level 12. So it learns hidden power, which is an attack that is randomly, the typing is randomly assigned based on IVs. Don't know if there'd be an easy way to know what the hidden power type is. Maybe I could figure it out. And then there's Mind Reader at level 18, and then Faints, which will hit a protect or detect. Interesting. It might be nice to have a guy with confusion when we go to the gym, depending on the attacks the Pokemon the gym leader knows. I'm gonna look that up really quick too. Also, super chat me $5 and you can nickname this bad boy. The one and only psychic type on our team, which will probably be very useful. Alright, we need to go to Poke Earth. Right here. Turn a city. Okay, so yes. Roserade not Rosalia, Roserade, the evolved form, is dual poison typing, so it will be weak to confusion. It knows some status afflicting moves, magical leaf and grass knot, which are both grass type attacks, which will not really be that bad. Okay. Yeah, I might bring this Pokemon to the gym with me. I will have to train it up a little bit, but that's not bad. It evolves at level 37 into Medicham, which is cool. Alright. Let's see. Where was I? Also, people who make non-jokes saying things are jokes when they don't want to admit that what they said didn't vibe. Like, it's a craft, and I think people who really care about jokes care about what they mean. I do think that's true. And I think that this idea that jokes have a meaning and that they're meant to be subversive sometimes is often lost among people who don't really get that. And it's unfortunate because it has had kind of a shitty impact on comedy. The insert joke thing has always been, but its continued use has made it worse. Yes. Oh boy. It's just a prank, brah. Foxy Kedu. Foxy Socks Kedu is king, by the way. I see that they have just joined. Hey, I just woke up. Dune-kun says he's going to edit the overlay so the pink isn't showing behind you. What drama did you want to talk about this episode? Is that a MAGA hat? No, this is the pantsuit hat, dog. It's the pantsuit. This particular hat is just the cheapest hat that they sell in quantities of 3 on Amazon. But when I actually sell the merch, I'll probably find a better hat. I really don't like that there's like a, if I can show you guys, there's like a crease down the middle of it. And I had bought these hats because I needed to print out. Somebody had wanted a reward like a year ago during the Pokemon Soul Silver and Nuzlocke, and they were supposed to get a hat. But printing on hats is like very difficult. There are certain like accessories you can get to make it easier, but if there's a crease on the fucking hat in the middle, you're not gonna be able to print anything in the middle of the hat. And yeah, so it's like, what else can I do with these? Oh, I could paint them. So this is a spray painted hat, but I think I'm going to make another edition of them that is hydro dipping, which is where you spray paint into water and then you will dip the article in there, and it's kind of like a dyeing effect instead of spray painting, because spray painting is not efficient at all. But I really like the colors that are available in spray paint, and I don't know. I could also just try to dye it normally too, but it's not cool enough for me. I need it to be spray paint. Alright, it doesn't look like anybody's super chatting. Sad. So I'm just gonna name it after a comedian who is a funny monkey meditating comedian. Let's see. I don't know who's a funny comedian who looks like a meditite. It's meditating. I'm thinking about that song where it's like, levitate, levitate. I think that's, is that Kendrick Lamar? Mumkey. No, I'm not naming a Pokemon after Mumkey. It's okay, Simon, you already named a Pokemon. I'll just, like, name it myself. I'm just trying to find something that's good. And I'm not naming it Monkey Jones. I would rather die. I think there's a new Mumkey video that came out today. I think that's what Digi was trying to tell me. Mark Zuckerberg. I'm about to just name this bitch. What about Simeon Jimmy? Fine, I'll fucking name it Simeon. I understand. You guys have given me all of your money already to watch my vlogs. Mark the Demi Boy. I don't think this Pokemon has a high Demi Boy energy. We're just gonna call it Simeon. I was gonna call it Bilber, but then I looked at a picture of Bilber and I'm like, he does not look enough like this Pokemon to justify it. It is a monkey, so I think a monkey is probably the best possible option. Name it May. Am I do I look like a monkey? Maybe like a baboon, like a big-nosed monkey. I will forever accidentally call monkeys monkeys until the end of the world. I wanted to super chat, but I couldn't think of anything. Yeah, I know, I couldn't think of anything either. I was really struggling. Don't worry about it. You can name one that you actually want, you know? Did I just not have an extra, like, spot on my team? I don't know. I don't really understand anymore. I also am wondering if Bidoof would be a better option to take to the gym. I want to just make sure whoever I take with me is the best equipped to handle. It'll evolve into a dual water normal type, which will make it weak to grass, which is not preferable, so we'll just train up her instead, or him. We'll train up Simeon. Okay. Hidden power training is the hardest thing in the fucking world. Yeah, I know. I'm not really going to worry about it. It will just be whatever it is. Unless somebody else learns a move that's good, like a flying type move. I don't think so. I think Simeon would be the best option for this battle. Is there another encounter chance up here? I know there's like another exit I could feasibly try to go to. And then after the gym will be the fight with Ashley, so that will be really fun. I am really excited for that. Although I'm kind of actually terrified at this point. So I think this is another route, maybe? I don't know if they'll... Oh. How many Pokemon have I met? Yeah, give me some shit! Oh, it's EXP share. Nice. You're gonna tell me I can't go? No! What is this bitch gonna tell me? Okay, so she just is going to go into her gym. You just have to tell her to get back in her motherfucking gym. Makes sense. How do I get this item? I'll figure it out. Maybe there's like... Yeah, there we go. It's a super potion. Are you fighting Ashley today? Not today. I'll probably fight her sometime this week. I'll probably stream again on Monday. I'm probably just going to be spending my time grinding. Honestly, at this point. Maybe I'll go back to that tree that I slathered honey on, and hopefully there's a Pokemon there. I don't know how long it takes. I'm gonna look it up. Because I'm really upset that there was no Pokemon there, because I had slathered honey on it before. I don't really know how the mechanics work. Honey Tree is Pokemon Platinum. Around 6 hours later. So it's 6 hours, and then within 24 hours, the Pokemon leaves. Well, I'm just gonna say a big fuck that. You prepping for the storm? What storm? Is there a hurricane coming? I saw some things about a hurricane coming. No. I haven't heard any reason to be particularly worried about it. I am well prepped from the coronavirus. I have like probably a full week's supply of canned goods still, so worst comes to worst, we have some canned goods. Our bathtub does not have like a drain blocker. It just has like the gated drain, so we can't fill the bathtub up with water. So I have like a couple of jugs of like Wawa tea jugs that are just filled with water in case we need it for anything. And I recently bought like a giant pack of water, so we should be good on water for like a week. And I'm all stocked up on liquor, if you know what I mean. JK. It'll probably be gone after Ralph comes. Also kidding. Okay, we have the move Endeavor, an attack that cuts down the foe's HP to equal the user's HP. That could be nice. Let's get rid of Growl and learn Endeavor. Oh boy, I know there's like some old messages that I missed. I will check on those. Let's see. It can be your right to remove them from your venue. Yes, but blacklisting is not removing from your venue. It's removing from a group of venues. Basically teaming together to kick somebody out of a complete community or industry at a certain level. I would say that you could ban somebody from your venue, but that's not the same as blacklisting, and I would definitely make that argument. Obviously it matters the reason why, like there are probably legitimate reasons why you would not want somebody to be performing publicly because they are, let's say like let's say they're in the KKK and you really don't want them part of the comedy industry. Maybe that's fine, but I don't think blacklisting people from other people's community is okay. And that's what blacklisting is, unless I am incorrect. Like, you can prohibit somebody from explicitly performing at your venue or in your community, but if it extends past then, it's like, it's kind of excessive, depending on, you know, what the infraction is. If it's your community, that's why you have the right to remove people. Yeah, I would agree if it's your community, but you don't own the community, the whole community, you know? You own, like, a section of, like, people who can comment on you. In my case, it's like, I cannot say, oh, this person is talking shit about me on QB Farms. I have proven it's them. This person should not be allowed to come to any conventions because they are a toxic person. That would be not acceptable in my book because it's just like, yeah, I don't have to associate with this person, but why am I going out of their way to make it a bigger deal than what it is? I don't know. Mordecai says, imagining that kind of control of a community is kind of a Maddox core kind of thing. It really matters what you mean by community. Absolutely, but like, we are talking about blacklisting people from comedy clubs. I think it's fine to blacklist is not the right word. It would be to ban somebody from performing in your club because you do not want them there. That is completely within your right, and you should do if you don't want that person performing in your club. That is reasonable. Saying that Joe Smlo can't have this person performing in your club because they made a joke that offended you is not okay. I do not think that that's okay. I think that's a dick thing to do. But that's just me. Peridot-type pantsuit hat. Cynthia is Russian. Yeah. I like them Russian girls. Marnie is cute though. Yeah, she's cute. She's cute like Pokimane. You know what I mean? Not enough titty! I'm sorry. I definitely am into big boobs though. It's just a fact of nature. When are you going to watch Anne of Green Gables? I should. I have to watch all of Masterpiece Theater. I really want to watch Anne of Green Gables. Is there a good place I should watch it? I am very much so like a torrent master race kind of person. I don't like streaming anime. I really don't. Man tits. Was that a recommendation? Name the Pokemon? I'm sorry I missed that. I should have used that. You can see Bill Burr's Paper Tiger on Netflix. A lot of comics are on Netflix nowadays. Yeah, I like... That's like the only reason I go on Netflix is to watch anime and to watch comedy. I don't know if anybody else is like that. You can also find it on Putlocker and watch it for free. Yeah. I was just wondering if there was a legal way. Kind of looks like a trans flag hat and lighting. The trans flag is based. It definitely is like a very... I don't know who decided that those are the trans colors. I can kind of understand the symbolic meaning of like baby pink and baby blue, but like even the ideas of baby pink and baby blue, like, aren't they just the opposite of what the trans like mindset is? Not that there is a specific trans mindset, it's just like, for me, I think that like a baby yellow would be like, maybe a baby yellow with like a heart in the middle would be more of a appropriate kind of flag for this movement, instead of baby pink and baby blue, which usually are just ways to represent the assigned genders of a baby. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like an ironic kind of thing, but I don't understand irony. That's what it all comes down to. Ashley hasn't been streaming in a while. Right now she's the jackrabbit sleeping under an oak tree, confident the tortoise won't catch up by the time she awakens. Yeah, I mean, I told her to hold up and wait until I have gotten to the checkpoint before she can play. I do think she was like, oh, I'm gonna get there and we can like, I don't know. I was also a little bit more confident that I'd be able to stream more than I ended up doing. That's because I kind of have taken on more responsibilities and have been doing more things, which is good because I would rather be doing that than editing Pokemon Nuzlocke footage. If all the managers of those clubs agree, it is, once again, the court of public opinion. But why do they agree? Just because it's what, like, I don't know. Why do they have a reason to kick somebody out of their club? Like, do they know the full story? I don't know. I don't think that it necessarily is as idealistic as like, oh, they all come together and like, oh, we don't like this guy's jokes. I think that, you know, if a specific person wants to not have them in their club, they cannot have them in their club. But why does there even need to be a blacklist in the first place? I think that's, I don't know. I don't really know how they decide to do the blacklisting. I've not looked into it. Just the simple fact that it is a prevalent practice in the comedy industry makes me uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. Wouldn't that make you uncomfortable? What if all the streaming platforms decided they didn't want you on their fucking streaming platforms because you got kicked off YouTube? It's the court of public opinion. I also like big titties, but sometimes the aesthetic is too lit. Yeah, it depends. I mean, you can have big titties and keep it classy, or you can thought it up. You can have them be repulsive, or you can have them be tasteful. I'm just in favor of big titties in general. One track-minded individual in that regard. I use Netflix for real shows, like the Trailer Park Boys and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. For anime, I have website with ad block. I don't know, man. I'm all about the torrent for the anime. It's just easier for me to like want to watch the show if I don't have to rely on whatever site to have good quality fucking uploads. I hate having to go on Kiss Anime and having to fill out the stupid captchas. Just trying to get everybody on that torrent life. You're already watching it illegally if you're watching it on illegal sites. Why not just watch it in the best possible quality? I understand the argument that there's not enough space because I have filled up multiple hard drives with anime. I get it. John Molinet's musical special sucked major dick. Yeah, that sounds like it sucked major dick. How often does blacklisting happening? I have no idea. I have just heard multiple people talk about their experiences being blacklisted for saying off-color jokes, essentially, that being the reason that they are not allowed to perform in different comedy clubs. Where I think a more appropriate way to handle the situation is like handle it on a case-by-case basis, like, oh hey, this is our club, like we don't want you to tell like racist jokes, and if you can't do that, then you are not welcome here. But to preemptively ban somebody for a performance that they have given elsewhere, I don't think is necessarily fair or helpful. Because, you know, if you're a small time like comedian and all of the clubs around you have blacklisted you because there's a video that went viral of you like saying off-color jokes, I don't know. I just think that like is indicative of the problems with comedy. I don't really want to like have like a weird political discussion with you people. We have different opinions on things. It's just a flag, don't think too hard. You can't tell me not to think too hard, my friend. I mean, it's supposed to be symbolic, and I don't agree necessarily with the symbolism of the flag. It's just a flag. It's just a prank, bro. Apparently, baby yellow is a color people use for non-binary babies and stuff, which I think is cool. Yes. Also, yellow is like just a very happy and peaceful color, whereas blue is like psychologically associated with sadness, and like shades of red are associated with signs of like aggression. So I just feel like yellow is zen. Also green. Green is also very zen. Mint green, I think, is probably one of the best colors ever. It's not my favorite color, but it's just like one of the best colors, unanimously. Baby yellow sounds like the name for a band member. It's called symbolic irony. I'll never escape. I'll never escape. Does blacklisting a comedian only happen because of the jokes? I assume not, but I'm not going to, you know, make judgments based on assumptions because that makes me an ass. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like in that particular interview, I forgot what the guy's name was. He had been blacklisted because of like a performance that was like put online, and then just a bunch of the local clubs like decided that he can't perform there, and he's had difficulty like taking off as a comedian because of that. But I'm sure there are other reasons people get blacklisted, like Dick Masterson, for example, was blacklisted for the supposed rape list that was posted on 8chan. I think. I don't know. I wasn't even a fan of Dick Masterson when that happened, so that's just like what I remember the story being, but I might even be wrong. I'm not gonna say like what I say is 100% backed up by facts and logic and shit, who knows. Yeah, she's chomping at the bit to continue the Nuzlocke. She's really excited. I'm excited too. Although I'm like also terrified. I will probably lose to her. It's kind of like, who am I going to put on my team that I'm willing to lose? Do I even want to put my starter on the team, or do I want to level up something else? I don't even think that would be a bad decision. Oh, I just meant that I'm in favor of big titties, but sometimes the size doesn't matter because the aesthetic is on point. Yeah, all titties matter. I agree. I just am drawn to big titties. Well, it'd suck. I'm not saying I agree 100% of the time, but it's the individual's right to collectively ban people. It's the individual's right to individually ban people. That's kind of like, I don't know, like, what the fuck? I need to stop reading Simon's response. It is your right to, as an individual, decide that you do not want to associate with somebody. It is not your right as an individually to decide for the collective that you do not want that person to associate with the collective. Because that person is a part of the collective. Because they're in charge and have agreed to hold each other to the same standards. Who? Who is holding each other to the same standards? I don't get it. I don't get what anybody gains from participating in blacklisting people. It is just censorship. And you're allowed to censor somebody if it's harmful, but it's a fucking dick move to censor somebody because you don't like their jokes when they're a comedian. You know, it's like, your jokes might not be a fit for my establishment. I don't like your racist jokes. I think that racist jokes are never okay. You can't perform at my comedy club. But now it's like, you can't perform at my friend's comedy club, and you can't perform at his friend's comedy club, and you can't perform in this whole goddamn town because we don't want you here. And it's like, oh, okay. I could have just taken that joke out of my bit, but instead you've banned me entirely, so now I have to move. That is probably some sort of guilt tripping going on in the LA comedy scene. And that's what I look down on. Let people decide for themselves, not make a master list and blacklist everybody who dissents comply. I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's people getting banned from trying to perform their job because somebody didn't like what they said. And because in LA, it's like, there is a fucking blacklist. And I don't know. I don't know that much about it. I just think it's really stupid. I don't know. You have failed to change my mind on that. Sure, if somebody is fucking terrible, like, I don't know, don't let them be a comedian. But if there are people who want that comedian to exist, then how is it helpful to have a blacklist? Trump 2020. Was Dick's blacklisting just over the rape list? He's done and said a lot of stuff to make people pissed at him. Yes, I'm fairly certain that he was blacklisted from the LA comedy scene because of the rape list being like presented to people who had the authority to put him on a blacklist. Pretty sure that is what happened because I think Dick was a part of the LA comedy scene before then and then was unable to really perform at comedy clubs. I think. That's just the story that I've heard. Again, I have not looked into this and have done research on it because I don't really care that much. I'm also playing Pokemon. Somebody look it up for me. No, I don't want to be poisoned. I don't want this. What is this? And I'd be down to blacklisting comedian if he's an annoying ash and a bother to the comedy manager. I would say if this was a person who's like fucking sexually like and verbally aggressing people, getting drunk at comedy clubs and being a fucking douchebag, yeah, I would say that is a reason to ban somebody, but not because of a joke. Like, that is censorship. My problem with the blacklist is when it comes down to censorship of things. If there are other reasons that somebody's being blacklisted, I think that's legitimate, but because you don't like a joke somebody made, there's an easier solution than to completely blacklist them, which is just telling them what the expectation is. That you can't make jokes of this nature if you want to perform here, or you will be banned. I think that's fair. I don't think it's helpful to preemptively blacklist people because they have the capabilities of saying jokes that offend you. Kevin Hart got blacklisted from the film industry for a while when his Soul Plane movie bombed. He couldn't get an acting gig till years later. Yeah, that's kind of a problem with Hollywood, and I think LA in particular. I've never lived in LA, I've never tried to break the LA comedy scene. Cannot speak on this as an expert, but that is kind of the problem with blacklisting. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie, there were people coming out and saying that they didn't want to leave the project when they found out that they had to do the redesign because they were afraid of being blacklisted and ruining their chances for employment. I think blacklisting can and has been used in a harmful and negative way that is damning and damaging to the industry itself. Don't think it's always bad, but when it comes down to censoring somebody's speech, I think that is a problem. But it's not censorship. They can still say whatever the hell they want. It is censorship because you are not allowing them to do their job preemptively. You are censoring their ability to fucking have a comedy show at your club because you don't like what they say. That is censorship. If somebody says, oh, you can't ever make a racist joke or you will lose all of your connections to the LA comedy scene, that is censorship. You can be censored by other institutions than the government. It is not necessarily a matter of constitutional rights to free speech, but you are censoring that person, hence it is censorship. Okay, we're gonna get some hidden power! We should blacklist Simon. I can't blacklist Simon, he might give me money. He might become a simp again. Oh god. Oh no. We got a $2 super chat from Punish Ralph, said, gone on that 4 Loco. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully I didn't just get rid of a good move out of shock. No. I just... Oh my god. Well, no hidden power for me. I'm a fucking idiot. I get so easily flustered, which is what I think is the most entertaining part about doing these live stream Nuzlocks and having them be a live stream, is because you get to see me live completely fuck up. I mean, to be fair, it's hidden power. It could have been Garbaggio. It could have been like... It's all good. Eventually we'll get to the move deleter. I put Simon's mom on a blacklist. Dude, Coon, that's not okay! Now you're not able to perform at fucking LA comedy clubs. You've ruined your chance. I don't actually think it's a matter of censorship so much as an unwillingness to let people have a joke they don't like remain in their heads within their own space. Isn't that censorship? I fail to see the difference. I would still define that as a form of censor. It's not necessarily like a legal definition of censorship, but I still think it's fair. I am really sick of this conversation. Oh boy. Google's definition of censorship: the suppression or prohibition of any parts of books, films, news, etc. that are considered obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security. Right there, I would say comedy is a performance. A performance I would put in products like books, films, and news, etc. Performance art, I would put there. Considered politically unacceptable, a joke you don't like, censorship. Right there, Google would agree with me. Fight that. Fight that, Simon! I think Simon would agree at this point, though. Hidden power is unreliable unless you want to take the effort to figuring out its type. Hey, I could try it out and be like, oh, it's super effective against grass? Well, it can only be one of 3 types. And just, you know, playing it by ear. It would have been fun. Would have been fun. But god damn it, I had to be $2 richer. You can't put black people on the blacklist. That's racist. Exactly. That's why Twitter has changed it, right? They changed the blacklist to something else. It was that tweet from the engineering or programming department at Twitter where they had changed a bunch of problematic phrases in their code, and blacklist was one of the words that was changed. Maybe we'll see the word blacklist be completely stricken from the books. That would truly be a matter of censoring the censor. Fuck Google. Agreed. Agreed. At least we can unite on a common enemy, Simon. I'll take solace in that. We are fighting the same fight. In Veilstone. Okay. Well, hopefully. Hopefully, the fucking Pokemon will last that long. I have to burp. I'm sorry. After watching that Leafy Pokimane video, I've like now become super critical of myself as, you know, as somebody who tries to not be a titty streamer on purpose. It's like, how could I make myself a little bit less cringe? A little bit less of a cringe cunt? Not burping in the microphone. You'd think a club manager could not like a comic's jokes, hate him for that, and lie about him to other managers, saying he's annoying arse to convince them to blacklist him. That probably could happen. I don't know how common it is, but that probably could happen, and I would not put it past people to do that. Why are you proud of the fact that we agree with Google? Why not? I am proud of my disdain for Google and other large corporations. I consider that part of my identity is hating Google. Hating my employer is definitely a personality trait. If you don't think that's true, watch The Office. What's the next route Digibro can catch a Pokemon on? Mount Corn, probably. This is just gonna be me grinding, guys. It's gonna be me grinding and then probably taking on the other assistant gym leaders. Oh god, it's almost 4 o'clock. I still gotta shower and get dressed. I'll probably stop at 4. And then I'll just continue. I'm going to stream again on Monday, and probably take on the gym leader then, and do the rest of the grinding, but... Simon says everyone should hate their employer. I don't think that's true. I don't think it has to be that way. It only should be that way. Is Google your employer, Simon? Would you define that as being a case in point? What do you call Nate exercising up a mountain while on his phone? Mount Coordinate. At it again with the dad jokes. That was pretty good. Our possibilities are Geodude, which I would have to name Michelle. I have entered a blood pact. Bronzor. Clefairy. Shingling. Zubat, which I already have. And Nosepass. Nosepass is definitely the one that I am hoping for. I definitely think that's the best option. Pretzel Day is the best. Is today Pretzel Day? Please tell me today is Pretzel Day. I want a pretzel now. I haven't eaten yet. Blah blah blah, capitalism, blah blah blah, seizing the means of PIV production, blah blah. Are you a communist, Simon? I need to know. It'll be easier for me to deal with you in the future. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a commie are you? It's like, honestly, I am like at least a 3. I see some merits in communism. Not really a Marxist, but I don't know. I would personally say I'm like a 3 out of 10 on a commie. I'm not a socialist. Okay, Simon says more like a socialist. Alright, but how much of a communist are you? It's really important. It's really important that you identify with a number, possibly a percentage, so I can judge you. I love my employer, though some of her decisions I don't care for. I mean, I would say that like DigiNay is my employer, and I feel very similarly to that. Did I even talk about changing my name at all? I don't know. I'm going to be making like some kind of video talking about the shift in content. Alright, I see Simon saying, I'm like 7 out of 10 communist. The other 3 10s is being libertarian. I'm the exact opposite. So I'm like 3 10s commie, 7 10 libertarian. That's how I would define myself. We're like mere reflections of the same person and same ideology. I didn't say anything about being Digibro yet. Okay. I am going to go pee, and then I'll talk briefly about it, and then I'll sign off. Are you an anarchist like Fausch? I'm not an anarchist. I am back. I'm back to talk about the fucking deets, guys. The diddly deets. Alright. So, on Twitter, I have changed my name to Digibro. Basically, I do not want to continue doing Pantsu Party content as my main thing. I'm not saying I will never make another video, but I am not so interested in operating as an individual internet personality. There's a lot of reasons for this, but when I think about what the most reasonable and most beneficial way I can be spending my time, it is not to try to work against DigiNay and try to make my own thing. So in May, I attempted to do a sort of Miyamafa, which is where I would put out a video every single day for the month of May to really kind of work on what I can do as an individual content creator without help from other people. Although that's not necessarily the case because I was doing my live stream show, which does rely on having guests and having co-hosts. But wait, we can still call you May. Yes, that is my name. You can still call me May. You could still call me Pantsu, but I have changed my name to Digibro, and I will explain a little bit about that. Mainly in that Pantsu Party is not the identity I want to continue online, because a lot of the things that I feel are connotated with having such a sexual name, kind of the frustration that I don't know. I was, for so long, because of the way that I was introduced to Digi's content, I had this kind of chip on my shoulder that I needed to prove myself, that I needed to be able to put out content on my own and have opinions and videos to put out on my own to justify having my opinion at all online. And I was really interested in kind of developing my own brand that was different from Digi, because so I used to do finish or fail of Digi, and always like the initial kind of reception to me being in these videos were, why are you in this? Why do you think that your opinion matters? You're not that different from Digi. Like, you don't even know that much about anime. So I felt like I needed to kind of work on my own thing and prove myself as a content creator. And I didn't really want to, I don't know, I just felt like really like I needed to prove myself. It's like this weird kind of feeling that I've kind of grown over by making enough of my own content to kind of develop my own style and understand what my strengths and weaknesses are. And I have a lot of fun making my own content. I get a lot out of it. Okay, who do we need to train up? Simeon needs to be trained up more. I definitely like making my own content, but it is not profitable, really, or the best use of my time to spend like 3 days writing a script and editing a video on something. I don't think that I'd get much out of making my own scripted content, and I don't think I really get that much positive. I don't get that much positive of an impact or a result. There isn't that much positivity. There isn't that much that I get out of putting myself out there and making my own edited content. Like, I can analyze and have fun and learn from anime without having to do that. I don't really feel like I need to prove myself as an individual anymore. And I think that I work better as a team with Digi. So, yes, Illusion, unfortunately you died. Pantsu Party stripper name now. Pantsu Party will continue to be used. I think it's a good name, but it's not really what I want. I want to create a clear separation between this name and this brand from myself. I don't really want to be kind of, I don't know, I kind of want to step away from the limelight and just really kind of work on what I like doing, which is editing. And I really kind of want to help support Digi right now by kind of alleviating a lot of the burden of having to, you know, do everything by yourself. Because a lot of YouTubers have teams that work with them. They're not just one-man groups. Like a lot of the bigger YouTubers out there put out maybe 1 or 2 videos a week and have multiple people working on a project. And Digi has been for a while doing everything herself. So I would rather help her create the content that I love, which is her anime content. I like her anime writing more than my own. So yeah, I just felt like it'd be a better use of my time to kind of work with her. And the Digibro name is like a powerful branding name, and I really like this idea, this concept of digital brother. Of I don't see the word brother or bro as being specifically gendered at all. I really don't. So I would happily kind of use that name just to have it still be existing, still have somebody carry on the torch of doing it. And I mean, when I asked Digi if I could use it, I was kind of joking, but it just, I don't know, it makes sense because I wanted to make it clear that I don't want to be Pantsu Party anymore. Is that understandable, I guess? So does this mean you're not going to bring back Pantifa? No, that's not true. I will be bringing it back. It is going to be changing dramatically from what it was. I am more interested in having it be like a live recorded podcast than be something that is about the Discord server. There's been a lot of weird drama with the Discord server, and I don't know, I'm a sensitive individual, and I want to learn and I want to get better. I don't think that I am like great at being an internet person, but I think that there's potential, and I want to work my best and change and do things that make sense and make the product better. So I kind of want to move away from this idea that it's a Discord show and more have it be like a show that I do with Michelle, who is now here in person. So I'm going to completely kind of change up the live stream show, but I want to keep doing it. But again, this is something that is not just me. It's not just like Pantsu Party alone made this. It is a collaborative effort. Like I have a co-host, I'll probably have guests, I'll probably have other people who are involved in putting it together. I don't want it to be just like, this is my name. I have a Patreon account that is to Pantsu Party and you donate to me. I don't want that anymore. The Pantsu Party Patreon is, I got an email that fucking the Patreon safety team last night has decided to unlist my page, and it's like, oh, that's perfect timing. Like I don't even have to do anything. Yeah, I'm kind of just like killing Pantsu Party. The brand name will still exist, but it's not me. It's kind of like a character, and it's not me. And I want to kind of... So everything I do is going to be online, regardless of whether or not I really want it to be. Like my life is kind of public, and that's fine. I don't really like mind that people are invested in those aspects, but I think it would be healthier for me and for the audience to kind of understand that there is a distinction between May and Pantsu Party, and I really kind of want to take a back seat in this and do what I think is right, which is to help Digine with her channel so she can work on some of the things that she has to do. Give her some more time, because it's not fair for her, I think, for me to kind of try to do everything myself. I would rather work with her than against her. And that's just kind of how I feel about it. I don't know. If anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Are you two co-writing the scripts? So, sort of, in a sense. Digine, she is writing the scripts, but I am looking it over with her. We are kind of bouncing ideas back and forth. If I have any jokes or anything I want to add to change up the script, I will. I have changed up like word choices. It's not like I'm just like, I don't have any say in the script at all, but it is her words and I am voicing them and editing them. For me, so I try my hardest to make sure that I am voicing them and using the proper intonation that she wants me to use. But when I speak the words in my mind, I have an idea of what I want to show. So it's helpful for me to voice the scripts and then edit them because I feel like I have a little bit more input and a little bit more of an idea of what I want to be showing. So it's kind of like there's kind of two reasons why I'm doing it. One is Digi's voice is changing. She's learning how to use a feminine voice. People complain about the voice. Why not just make that not a problem? I am not changing my voice. I don't think I have a terrible voice, although I do not really think it's the best voice ever. I'm willing to just voice them, and also it helps me with the editing process. But she is writing the scripts, I am voicing and editing the video footage. At least I had fun in my final moments. You went out like a real MVP. You really did. Fucking bide. Gets me every time. Wait, it's still going to be DigiNay who does content. Yes, I will not be involved in content. I am not interested in being in front of the camera, except for like live streams and fun stuff with the smaller audience. I want to be honest and genuine, and I think that's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like, and I have an idea of what I want to do with Pantsy Party, and it is very specifically going to only be on the OnlyFans and not going to be escaping the OnlyFans. And then like me, how I present myself, I just am only really interested in being genuine and not growing my brand, I guess. If you're not interested, that's fine. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to become an internet personality, I guess. Like, more than I am. Obviously, I am putting this out there so it can have the potential to grow and make money, but I'm mainly doing this for fun and don't really care about becoming a celebrity. I guess. No drama going on in the server, really, just Ashley and Gigi shooting the poop. There's no drama right now going on in the server, but I mean, even from the very beginning, there was a drama in the fact that there were people like screen capping what was happening in the server and posting it online. I don't know. And then there was more drama, and then more drama. And then that's just what happens when you have a community. It's like, how do I mitigate it so it is having the least possible impact it can? Based Patreon. Yeah, I wasn't even mad. I had known because I think Foxy had told me that their Patreon had done something similar. So it's like, I could have done something about it, but it's like, I don't even really want this to be out anymore. Like, I don't really want to ask people to fund my individual projects. You can donate to me if you want to, but like, I want it to be, if you want to fund me, it's specifically so you can get the tiers in the Discord server. I'm gonna keep making those daily vlogs. And again, another one will be coming out shortly after this. It's already uploaded, it just needs to be published. And that's like a 20-minute video of me going into more depth about what's going on with me and Digi in the DigiNay channel. It's a little bit more critical, I think, than I'm willing to get publicly. I'm sorry, I have the burps. Arby's, we have the burps. You should just get enough moolah to buy the Digimon IP. That will be very difficult because they're still doing things with it. How did you not know Pokemon goes there? Literally, Rhyhorny, Jigglypuff, Cubone. Based Pokemon. Yeah, I have a question. Why isn't the appendix removed at birth? You don't biologically need it, and it could fucking kill you. You're basically living with a bomb that can go off inside of you at any time. Right. I think it's just an excuse to, you know, to siphon money off of people. It's like, it could probably be removed at birth, but why remove it then when we could just charge you thousands of dollars to have it removed in the future, maybe? Also, probably something to do with unnecessary surgery on a baby. I don't know if you really want that always. Alright. I'm going to beat this Badoo and then save, and then we're done. It's been about 3 hours. I don't want to get too far after the gym since we will be battling. Our Pokemon will probably all be... I'll have to ask Ashley what level she wants our Pokemon team to be at when we fight. But we'll probably just like raise our team to that level next episode, take on the gym, and then it'll be over. And we'll fight Ashley. Probably this next week. But yeah, I will be streaming again on Monday afternoon, probably at like 5. And then there'll be a further update on when the battle with Ashley is. But thank you all for coming out and watching. I had a lot of fun. I hope people's ideas are kind of cleared up about what's going on with the Digi-Nay and Digi-Bro channel, I guess is what it's called now. I'm sure people were confused as fuck about that, and I'm sure most people are not getting the memo that this is happening, but whatever. I'm trying my best to be open and honest, and not everybody's gonna hear ya or want to hear ya, but I'm just trying to live my best life. Just trying my hardest. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna show off my team before I sign off. This is what we have so far. I'm taking Simeon to the Pokemon gym with me. Trump 2020. Burb Saint is also going to the gym. Got Digi-Nair starter. Angel Dust. And Richie Edward, who is also going to the gym with us. It'll be a good time. It's double save because you can never save too many times. Alright, everybody. Take care. Have